Welcome back. Let's go ahead and talk about like terms. So like terms, we're going to define that as follows. We're going to consider terms that are like term if they have same variable and, very important, same power. That's what we're going to call like terms, and then we can combine them by either addition or subtraction. So let's take a look at this problem. So say you have 3x minus 4y plus 7x minus 2y. Now here, if you want to combine them, you will look for same variable and same power. Here I have x to the 1 power and x to the 1 power. So these are like terms, which means I can combine their coefficients. So you have 3 plus 7x, and then if you're looking at the next terms we have a y to the 1 power, y to the 1 power. So they're also considered like term. So I can add negative 4y minus 2. So I'm just grouping their coefficients of the y variable. So now if you add them up, 7 plus 3, they'll give you 10x. So you have 10 of the x variable, and then negative 4 minus 2, well, that's negative 6. So I can just say negative 6 of the y variable. Now here, these are not like term. Y and x, they're two different variables, so we don't call them like terms. So we actually leave it right here because this will be the final simplified answer. Let's take a look at this problem. So again, we want to combine and simplify as much as we can. So first you want to get rid of these parentheses, which means you need to distribute whichever coefficient is in the front. So I'm going to go ahead and here I have a 3 in the front, so I'll distribute that. For the second group, I have 4 in the front, so you distribute that. So 3 times x, well, that will give us 3x. 3 times 6, you multiply them, you get 18. And then we go to the next term, 4 times 2x, that's a positive 8x. And then 4 times negative 5, that's a negative 20. Now that we finished removing the parentheses, now we look for like terms, just like we did with our previous problem. I see x to the 1 here and x to the 1 here. So that's a like term. I can combine their coefficients. So that's a 3 plus a 8 of the x terms. And then here, positive 18 and negative 20, they're also like term because they're just constant term with no x in there. Or you can think of x to the 0th power. I can add them up, 18 plus negative 20, that's negative 2. Now here I can add these up, and that'll give me how many x variables I have. This is 8 plus 3, that's 11, x minus 2. So again, here you see there are no more like terms. Negative 2 is a constant, 11 has x in it, so this will be the final answer for this problem. So here's our last example. We are doing the same thing, expanding and combining like terms. So first, get rid of these parentheses by distributing what's in the front. For the first parenthesis, we have 3x. Distribute that to everything inside. And then for the second parentheses, we have a negative 2x. We distribute that to everything inside. So we have 3x times y. Now x and y, they're different variables, so you cannot combine them. You just get 3xy. 3x times 4, that will just be 3 times 4, so that's 12, and you carry along x. For the next parenthesis, we're distributing a negative 2x. We get negative 2x times y, that's negative 2xy. Again, they're not like terms, so you can't put them together. And then negative 2x times 3y squared, that's negative 6xy squared. They're all different variables. 2x, negative 2x minus 1, that's a positive 2x. Now let's look for like terms, meaning same variable, same power. So I see I have an x to the 1, y to the 1. You scan and see if there's any other term containing that same exact variable. I see it right here, xy. So that means I have 3 minus 2xy, which will give you just 1xy. So I'm combining their coefficients right here. 3 minus 2, that's 1. And you keep the like term, the variable xy. And then for the next like term, I see that I have a 12x here, and I have a 2x here. So again, those are like terms. So 12 and 2, that will give us 14x. And then I see that I have xy squared. Well, there's no other term containing exactly xy squared. So that's gonna have no like term. So we just rewrite it, 6xy squared. Now keep in mind that one and this one is not a like term because this has y and this one has a y squared. So remember, a like term meaning same variable, same power, which makes these not like terms. So that will be our final answer since there are no like terms to combine.